Maybe your feet feel tired or sluggish even after a simple walk. You're not alone. This is something many of us experience as we move through our 60s, 70s, and beyond. And while it's common, it doesn't have to be your normal. The truth is, our bodies still respond beautifully, even as we age. They just need the right kind of support. And believe it or not, one of the most powerful ways to help your legs and feet feel stronger, warmer, and more comfortable is sitting right in your kitchen. Welcome to Wise Years, the place where we share simple, natural ways to help you stay active, healthy, and full of life after 60. If you're someone who wants to keep gardening, dancing, walking with friends, or simply moving comfortably through your day, you're in the right place. Today I'm going to show you 12 everyday foods that can boost blood flow to your legs and feet, naturally. These aren't exotic or hard to find. In fact, you might already have some of them waiting in your pantry or fridge. So grab a warm drink, settle in, and stay with me. What you'll learn today could make all the difference. Not just for your legs, but for how you live, move, and enjoy every step ahead. Now, before we jump into that list of foods, let's take a moment to talk about why circulation is so important, especially as we get older. You see, our bodies are like a big, beautiful garden, and just like a garden needs water to reach every flower, every root, every patch of soil, our bodies need good, steady blood flow to keep every part of us healthy and thriving. But for many of us, especially after 60, that blood doesn't always flow like it used to. Maybe you felt it. Cold feet, tingling toes, heavy legs, or even cramps when you walk. It can sneak up on us. Some people even start limiting their favorite activities, not because they want to, but because their legs just don't cooperate like they used to. And that's the part that touches my heart most. Because when your legs don't feel strong or steady, it's not just about discomfort. It can affect your freedom, your ability to garden, to go for those peaceful morning walks, to dance at your granddaughter's wedding, or simply to feel confident when you stand up. But here's the silver lining, dear friend. Your body is still listening. Even now, even if you've been feeling a little stiff, or you're noticing those changes more lately, you still have the power to support your circulation and give those legs and feet the nourishment they need. Good blood flow helps bring oxygen and nutrients all the way down to your legs and toes, keeping them warm, energized, and ready to carry you wherever life takes you. It helps reduce swelling, ease discomfort, and most importantly, it helps you keep moving with confidence. And the best part? You don't have to make drastic changes. You don't have to run marathons or change your whole lifestyle overnight. Sometimes, it's the small, thoughtful choices we make at the table that can quietly, but powerfully, change the way we feel. In just a moment, I'll show you the 12 foods that can help you do just that. Well, let's start with something that could easily show up on your dinner table this week, and might just be one of the best gifts you could give your circulation. Food number 1, fatty fish. Think salmon, mackerel, sardines, or tuna. These are what we call fatty fish, but don't let the word fat scare you. This is the good kind of fat, the kind your body needs, especially after 60. What makes fatty fish so special? It's all thanks to something called omega-3 fatty acids. Now, I'm not here to give you a science lecture, but let me share this with you. Omega-3s are like tiny helpers traveling through your bloodstream, calming inflammation and helping your blood vessels relax and open up. Why does that matter? Because when your blood vessels relax, blood can flow more easily, all the way down to your legs and feet, warming them, nourishing them, and making you feel more comfortable and steady on your feet. I've had friends and viewers tell me, I just thought cold feet were part of aging. And sure, it's common, but it's not always necessary. When they started adding a little more fatty fish to their weekly meals, they noticed a change. Warmer toes, less cramping, and even a bit more energy for that after-dinner stroll. And here's the best part. It's simple. You don't need to eat fish every day. Just 2 servings a week can make a real difference. The American Heart Association recommends it, and so do I from the bottom of my heart. A serving is about the size of a deck of cards. Nothing overwhelming. You can bake it, grill it, or even make a comforting bowl of fish stew. Just try to stay away from deep frying, as we don't want to cancel out those helpful omega-3s. And if you're someone who's never really liked fish, don't worry. I'll be sharing more foods today. Plenty of choices, so there's sure to be something that fits your taste. But if you do enjoy fish, consider this your gentle nudge to make it a more regular guest at your table. Your legs, your feet, and honestly, your whole body will thank you. Now, moving from the ocean to something you probably already have sitting in your kitchen. Let's talk about garlic. Yes, that little bulb that makes your kitchen smell amazing and gives your dishes that irresistible flavor. It turns out garlic isn't just good for your cooking, it's wonderful for your circulation too. You see, garlic has been trusted for centuries. Long before we had fancy pills and supplements, people turned to garlic not just to spice up their food, but to support their health. And the more we've learned over the years, the more we understand why. The magic of garlic lies in a compound called allicin. That's the stuff that gets released when you crush, chop, or slice fresh garlic. And what does allicin do? It helps your blood vessels relax and widen, which, just like with the omega-3s we talked about earlier, means your blood can move more easily, especially down to those toes and calves. And there's something about garlic that feels, well, personal to me. I remember my mother always saying, "A little garlic keeps the doctor away." She wasn't far off. Studies have shown that garlic doesn't just help circulation. It can lower blood pressure, reduce cholesterol, and even boost the immune system. That's a lot of good coming from such a small clove. So, how much garlic do you need? Don't worry, you don't need to eat handfuls of it. Just 1 to 2 cloves of fresh garlic a day can do the trick. The key is fresh. Powdered or processed garlic won't give you nearly the same benefit. And I know some of you might be thinking, but what about the smell? Well, personally, I think a little garlic breath is a fair trade for warm feet and a healthy heart. Don't you? So friend, next time you're cooking up a meal, don't be shy. Give that garlic some love. Your legs, your feet, and maybe even your taste buds will thank you for it. All right, let's move from the kitchen to the pantry for another simple yet powerful helper. Walnuts. Now, I know some of you already enjoy a small bowl of nuts as an afternoon snack. Maybe with a cup of tea. Maybe while watching the birds out the window. But did you know that this humble little nut can help your blood flow better, especially to your legs and feet? Walnuts are loaded with something called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA for short. It's a plant-based type of omega-3 fatty acid. Just like the omega-3s we found in fatty fish, ALA helps reduce inflammation and keeps your blood vessels nice and flexible. And when your blood vessels are flexible, they allow blood to travel more freely to the areas we're focusing on, your legs and your feet. But walnuts have a little extra gift. They also help your body make more nitric oxide, a natural compound that tells your blood vessels, hey, relax, open up, and let the blood through. This is especially important for folks who may be dealing with that tight, stiff feeling in the calves or cool feet that just don't seem to warm up. I always think of walnuts as small, but mighty. They're not just for circulation. They bring antioxidants, magnesium, fiber, and healthy fats that support your heart, your digestion, and even your brain. So how much is enough? About a small handful a day. Think 1/4 to 1/2 cup. You don't need to go overboard, just enough to make it a habit. You can sprinkle them on your oatmeal, toss them in a salad, or simply grab a handful as a satisfying snack. And you know, there's something comforting about walnuts. They remind me of the holidays growing up, cracking them open with a simple nutcracker, sitting around the table with family. It's funny how food doesn't just nourish our bodies, it brings back memories too, doesn't it? So next time you're at the grocery store, pick up a bag of walnuts. Your circulation, and maybe even your memory, will be glad you did. Now, let's add a little color, and I do mean color, to your meals and your health. It's time to talk about turmeric, the golden spice. You might have seen turmeric before, maybe tucked away in the spice aisle, or maybe you already use it to season stews or soups. But did you know that this bright yellow spice has been treasured for centuries? Not just for flavor, but for its powerful health benefits, especially when it comes to blood flow. The secret of turmeric is in a compound called curcumin. Now, curcumin is like a little helper working quietly inside your body. Its biggest job, fighting inflammation. And when it comes to circulation, inflammation is one of the biggest culprits slowing things down, literally tightening up your blood vessels and making it harder for blood to reach your legs and feet. By helping to calm that inflammation, curcumin allows blood vessels to relax and widen, letting blood move smoothly and comfortably to every part of you, including your toes. And that, my friend, can make a world of difference. I've spoken to many seniors who tell me, my legs feel stiff, heavy, or cold. More often than not, they're also dealing with some inflammation. The good news? Turmeric is gentle, natural, and can easily become part of your everyday meals. So how can you enjoy turmeric? You don't need to eat it by the spoonful. Just adding about a teaspoon a day is enough. Stir it into soups, blend it into smoothies, sprinkle it into scrambled eggs, or make yourself a warm cup of turmeric tea on a chilly afternoon. I've even seen folks make golden milk, a comforting drink with turmeric, milk, and a touch of honey. And if you're wondering, yes, it's delicious. Plus, you'll be giving your blood vessels exactly what they need to keep the flow strong and steady. So the next time you see that little jar of turmeric on the spice rack, don't pass it by. A little golden spice might just brighten more than your meal. It could help brighten the way you move and feel. Now, if you're like me, you'll love this next one. Because it's not just healthy, it's sweet, colorful, and downright delicious. Let's talk about berries. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, whichever ones you love. They're more than just a summertime treat or something to sprinkle on your cereal. These little gems are loaded with powerful nutrients that can work wonders for your blood flow. The real magic in berries comes from a group of antioxidants called flavonoids. These little helpers support your blood vessels by encouraging them to produce more nitric oxide, the natural chemical that helps blood vessels relax and open up. And you know what that means: smoother, stronger blood flow, reaching all the way down to your legs and feet. But the benefits don't stop there. Berries are also known for fighting inflammation, reducing oxidative stress, and even helping lower blood pressure. And let's be honest, it's nice when something good for you also tastes like a treat. I remember one viewer, Dorothy from Ohio, writing to me saying, "I started adding berries to my breakfast every day, and not only did I enjoy it, but my legs felt less heavy during my walks." That's exactly the kind of gentle, natural improvement we all hope for. Small changes adding up to big results. So how much should you aim for? A simple cup of fresh berries a day is enough. That's right, 1 cup. Whether it's part of your breakfast, a midday snack, or even a topping for your favorite yogurt or oatmeal, you'll be giving your body a gift it will surely appreciate. Berries are not only good for your blood, but they're also good for the soul. They remind us of the sweetness in life, simple pleasures that make us smile. So why not add a handful of berries to your plate today? Your legs and your taste buds will thank you. Now, let's peel back the layers on a fruit you probably already know and love. The classic orange. There's something comforting about an orange, isn't there? The bright color, the sweet tangy flavor, and that fresh citrus smell that fills the room when you peel one open. It's like a little burst of sunshine, right in your hands. But did you know that sunshine isn't just for your taste buds? It's a true friend to your circulation. Oranges and other citrus fruits like grapefruits and lemons are packed with vitamin C. And this vitamin plays a quiet but powerful role in your blood flow. Vitamin C helps keep your blood vessels strong and flexible, almost like giving them a little extra spring. That means your blood can move more easily to your legs and feet, delivering oxygen and nutrients where they're needed most. But there's more. Oranges are also rich in flavonoids, especially one called hesperidin. This compound helps reduce inflammation inside your blood vessels and supports healthy blood pressure. Both key ingredients for improving circulation, especially as we age. And here's the best part. Enjoying oranges is easy. A simple orange a day can make a meaningful difference. You can eat it fresh, slice it into a salad, blend it into a smoothie, or even squeeze a glass of fresh orange juice. Just try to stick with fresh juice when you can, as store-bought versions often sneak in extra sugar. I know some folks might say, "Well, I've eaten oranges my whole life. Is it really making a difference?" Yes, it is. Sometimes it's not about adding something new, but about remembering the quiet, faithful foods we've always had by our side. And if you haven't been eating much citrus lately, this might be the perfect time to bring it back into your daily routine. It's refreshing, it's simple, and it can help keep your legs and feet feeling warmer, stronger, and ready to carry you wherever you want to go. So next time you see those oranges sitting in the produce aisle, don't just think snack. Think of them as nature's little circulatory booster. Now, I think you're going to like this one, because sometimes taking care of ourselves can actually taste like a treat. Let's talk about dark chocolate. Yes, you heard me right. Chocolate. Not the sugary kind that fills candy aisles, but real, rich, dark chocolate. The kind that's at least 70% cocoa or higher. It turns out, this little indulgence can actually help your blood flow more freely. How? Dark chocolate is packed with flavonols, which are powerful plant compounds that help your body produce more nitric oxide. Remember nitric oxide? It's that friendly little messenger that tells your blood vessels to relax and open up, making it easier for blood to move smoothly, all the way down to your legs and feet. So the next time you feel that little craving after dinner, you don't have to feel guilty about reaching for a square of dark chocolate. In fact, it might just be doing you and your circulation a favor. Of course, as with most good things in life, moderation is key. About 1 to 2 ounces of dark chocolate a few times a week is all you need. And if you're like me, you'll find that just a small square of good quality chocolate can satisfy you much more than a big handful of candy ever could. Beyond helping your blood vessels, dark chocolate is also rich in antioxidants, which help fight inflammation and protect your cells from damage, both important as we work to keep our bodies feeling strong and steady. And here's a little bonus. Many folks find that dark chocolate lifts their mood too. Maybe it's the antioxidants, maybe it's the taste, or maybe it's just that little moment of simple pleasure. So if you've ever thought, is chocolate really allowed on a healthy list like this? I'm happy to tell you, yes, it is. Just remember to choose the darker kind, enjoy it mindfully, and let it be part of your self-care, not just a snack. A little dark chocolate can go a long way, not just for your sweet tooth, but for your heart, your legs, and your well-being. Now let's move from sweet to green, because no list about good health would be complete without a leafy friend like spinach. Spinach might not always steal the show on the plate, but it sure knows how to quietly take care of you behind the scenes. This humble green is packed with nitrates, and I'm not talking about the bad kind you hear about in processed foods. I'm talking about the natural, heart-healthy nitrates that your body turns into nitric oxide, our old friend that helps blood vessels relax and expand. When blood vessels open up, your circulation improves, plain and simple. That means more blood can easily reach your legs and feet, helping them feel warmer, stronger, and more energized. I know some folks shy away from spinach, maybe because it reminds them of soggy vegetables from childhood dinners. But the truth is, spinach can be absolutely delicious when prepared right, and it brings so much more to the table than you might think. Besides improving circulation, spinach is loaded with vitamins A, C, and K, plus magnesium, iron, and antioxidants. These all work together to reduce inflammation, strengthen your immune system, and keep your muscles, including your heart, working smoothly. And here's something I love about spinach. It's versatile. You can toss it fresh into salads, blend it into smoothies without even tasting it, saute it gently with garlic. Remember our friend garlic from earlier? Or stir it into soups and stews. It blends right into everyday cooking without fuss. As for how much you need, aim for at least 1 serving a day. That could be about 2 cups of fresh spinach or 1 cup cooked. Just a little handful here and there, and you're doing your circulation a big favor. I remember a gentleman named Frank who once told me, I never thought I'd eat spinach after I left the Army mess hall. But when he started adding it to his morning smoothies, he said his legs felt less heavy during his afternoon walks. Sometimes it's just about finding the right way to make it work for you. Alright, next up, we're adding a little spice and a lot of goodness to the mix. Let's talk about ginger. You might already know ginger as that zesty root that gives a little kick to tea, cookies, or stir-fries. But ginger isn't just there for flavor. It's a powerhouse when it comes to helping your blood flow smoothly, especially to those hard-working legs and feet. The secret behind ginger's magic is a natural compound called gingerol. This mighty little nutrient helps reduce inflammation and encourages better circulation by keeping your blood vessels healthy and relaxed. That means blood can flow more freely to your lower body, carrying with it the oxygen and nutrients your legs and feet need to feel strong and alive. But there's more. Ginger can also help prevent blood from becoming too sticky, reducing the chance of small clots that might slow down circulation. I've heard many folks mention that after adding ginger tea to their daily routine, they noticed their feet didn't feel as cold in the evenings, especially during those chilly winter months. Ginger also happens to be a wonderful comforter for the stomach. It can help with digestion, ease nausea, and even settle an upset tummy. Isn't it nice when one ingredient can do so much good? Now, how do you enjoy ginger? There are so many easy ways. You can grate a little fresh ginger into soups or stir-fries, steep it into a warming tea, blend it into smoothies, or even add a pinch of ground ginger into baked goods. It brings a little heat and a lot of healing. If you're wondering how much you need, start with about 1 to 2 grams of fresh ginger daily, which is about the size of your thumb. Of course, you can adjust depending on your taste and comfort. I once had a sweet neighbor, June, who swore by her ginger tea every evening. "Keeps my toes warm and my spirit warmer," she'd say with a wink. And honestly, I couldn't agree more. So the next time you're shopping, don't pass by that little knobby root. Ginger is more than just flavor. It's a quiet helper, ready to keep your blood moving and your body feeling good. Now, let's talk about something you might not expect: celery. Yes, that crisp, crunchy vegetable we often think of as just a low-calorie snack or something to dip in peanut butter is actually a quiet champion when it comes to improving blood flow. Celery is naturally rich in nitrates, the good kind, which, as you know by now, help your body produce more nitric oxide. That means better blood vessel function, easier blood flow, and more warmth and energy reaching those legs and feet. But celery has another little secret: a compound called 3-in-butyl phthalate, or NBP for short. Don't worry about the name. Just know that this plant compound has been shown to help relax the muscles of your blood vessels, gently lowering blood pressure and letting your blood move freely without added strain. I think what makes celery so special is that it's so easy to overlook. It's simple, inexpensive, and often just used as a crunchy side. Yet it's quietly supporting your body in so many ways, helping improve circulation, reducing inflammation, and even aiding digestion thanks to its fiber content. I've had folks tell me they hadn't eaten celery since childhood, but when they started adding it back into soups, stir-fries, and even fresh juices, they noticed they felt lighter on their feet and less tightness in their calves. So how much celery is enough? Aim for about 4 to 5 medium stalks a day. It's not as much as it sounds. You can chop it into a hearty soup, slice it into salads, or simply enjoy it fresh with hummus, cream cheese, or peanut butter. And here's something I love. Celery is one of those foods that naturally pairs well with many of the other ingredients we've already talked about. A simple spinach and walnut salad with fresh celery, that's a meal your legs would thank you for. Remember, sometimes the most humble ingredients can have the biggest impact. It doesn't have to be expensive or complicated, just consistent. And with celery, you're getting a gentle helper that's working behind the scenes every single day. So next time you see a bundle of celery in the produce aisle, don't just think of it as rabbit food. Think of it as a natural way to give your legs and feet the circulation boost they deserve. Next up is a fruit that's as beautiful as it is powerful: pomegranates. Just picture it for a moment. You crack one open, and inside are hundreds of shimmering ruby red seeds, like tiny jewels. And believe me, those little gems aren't just pretty. They are packed with nutrients that your blood vessels will love. Pomegranates are rich in polyphenol antioxidants, which help protect and strengthen the lining of your blood vessels. Over time, our vessels can get stiff or inflamed, making it harder for blood to travel down to our legs and feet. That's where pomegranates step in, helping those vessels relax and allowing for better circulation naturally. But that's not all. Pomegranates have been shown to help lower blood pressure, reduce the buildup of plaque in the arteries, and even boost blood flow during exercise. For those of us wanting to stay active, walk comfortably, and keep enjoying the freedom of movement, this is big news. And let's not forget, pomegranates are also loaded with anti-aging compounds. Many seniors notice not only improved circulation, but also feel a boost of energy and sharper memory after regularly enjoying this fruit. I remember a sweet couple, Hank and Linda, who told me they started sharing a fresh pomegranate every evening while watching their favorite shows. Not only did they enjoy the ritual, but Linda told me she noticed her legs didn't ache as much after their weekend garden walks. So how much should you have? About 1 cup of fresh pomegranate seeds or a small glass, around 8 ounces, of 100% pure pomegranate juice a day is just right. You can sprinkle the seeds on a salad, blend them into a smoothie, or simply enjoy them straight from the fruit. And if you've never tried fresh pomegranate before, don't be intimidated. Just cut it open, tap out the seeds, and enjoy. It might take a few extra minutes, but you'll be adding something wonderful to your health and to your plate. So next time you pass by the fruit section, don't overlook this little treasure. A handful of these ruby red seeds could help warm your feet, support your circulation, and sweeten your day. And finally, we've come to our last, but certainly not least, food on the list. Let's talk about beets. Beets are one of those foods that people tend to have strong feelings about. Some love them for their earthy sweetness, while others might remember them from canned versions years ago and think, not for me. But I encourage you, give beets a second chance because they just might surprise you. Beets are packed with dietary nitrates, which your body turns into, you guessed it, nitric oxide. And by now you know how valuable nitric oxide is for circulation. It helps open up those blood vessels, lowers blood pressure, and encourages blood to flow freely and fully to your legs and feet. This means less heaviness, less coldness, and more energy for everyday life. Whether it's strolling through the garden, standing longer while cooking your favorite meals, or simply feeling more comfortable when you rest, good circulation makes it all a little easier. But that's not where beets stop. They are also full of potassium, iron, vitamin C, and antioxidants, giving your body extra support to fight inflammation and oxidative stress, two things that often make circulation worse as we age. And here's the inspiring part. Research has even shown that beet juice can noticeably improve blood pressure and boost exercise performance, even for older adults. I've known plenty of folks who felt more steady and energized just by adding beets a few times a week. So how can you enjoy them? You have options. You can roast them, steam them, slice them into salads, blend them into smoothies, or even drink beet juice. Just remember, cooking beets for too long can reduce some of their valuable nitrates, so it's best to roast or lightly steam them to keep those benefits intact. If you're wondering how much to eat, about 1 to 2 cups of cooked beets or 1 small glass of beet juice a few times a week is a good starting point. I once heard a gentleman say, "I used to think beets were just for color on the plate. Now I know they help me keep moving." And you know what? He was right. So as you're thinking about your next grocery trip, why not pick up a few fresh beets? They're simple, nourishing, and might just give your legs and feet the boost they've been asking for. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. Which of these foods are you already enjoying? Have you noticed a difference in your legs, your energy, or even just how you feel day to day? Please share it with us in the comments. Your story might be the very thing that gives someone else hope today. And if this video brought you a little inspiration or comfort, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people just like you find these simple ways to stay healthy and joyful. And if you haven't already, I warmly invite you to subscribe to Wise Years. This is a space where we remind each other that growing older doesn't mean giving up. It means living wiser, deeper, and more fully. Lastly, if you know someone who could use a little boost, share this video with them. You never know. One small act of kindness might help them step into their day with a little more strength. Until next time, friend, stay well, stay active, and never stop taking good care of yourself. You deserve it.